Hey, what's up, car shipping rock stars? It's your girl Ashley from Relogeek.com, and I wanted to hop on here to talk about double booking. Now, what do I mean by double booking? Double booking is when a client books two brokers at one time or more because they just want to see who's going to get their car moved the fastest, and in their mind, they feel like that's the best course of action. However, that is not the best course of action. What you want to tell your clients, and this is why I talk about the three keys to success as a broker, is educating your clients, managing expectations, and creating unexpected smiles. The educating your clients and managing expectations are the most important parts of converting leads and being a great broker. So how do you prevent somebody from double booking? Well, by clearly letting them know up front when you talk to them on the phone that, listen, you cannot double book and you can't play the field. It's just like in a relationship. You have to commit to the person that you're with, especially if you're talking about getting married. If you want to be a player, then stay single, AKA do not hire a broker, right? You have to educate them. They don't understand the consequences of them working with one or with two or more brokers. They think, oh, if I call this guy and this guy, I'll see who gets my car moved the fastest. And then basically that's who they choose. Now, what happens is when car haulers see that, they're thinking, wait a second, who do I trust? Like, does any of these people have the car? And that's where that a lot of this distrust between car haulers and brokers come from, is because they see things like this happening and they think brokers are sleaze bags. And a lot of times it is the broker's fault. And I'm going to tell you that example in a second. But a lot of times it's the customer's fault. And why that happens is because the customer was not educated about the process. And I believe in being proactive, not reactive. So I tell them up front what to expect before it even happens. This way, if it does, God forbid, happen, you've already explained that to them. You've already made it clear, and then you can say, listen, I told you this would happen. And that's happened a few times. I've explained to customers, potential clients, what could possibly happen, and they did exactly what I told them not to do. And then I said, well, that's why that happened, and they could not be upset at me. And this is one of the things that are keys to converting leads. When it comes to converting leads, you have to be able to know what things to say to the client that can prevent things from happening. And I list a lot of these out, especially if you join the first class package. But in Relo Academy, the first class package, I list all of these things out so you can be better prepared to deal with unexpected things, or to even educate your client in that way before it even gets to that point. And it's so important. It's the difference between being a rookie broker and being a rookie broker and people know that you're a rookie broker. You don't want them to know that you're a rookie broker. Now, I mentioned a little bit that there's an alternative to that, and that's when the brokers, and I ran into this a lot as a broker, and that was, you have brokers that will post a load to Central Dispatch before they even got approval from the client. So what it looks like is, maybe you sent a quote form, you sent a quote reply to a client, to a potential client, and before you get a hold of them, before you talk to them on the phone, you decide to throw their car on Central Dispatch. That is not okay. That in fact is against the rules. You're not supposed to do that. Another instance, that maybe you spoke to that client and they were like, they kind of gave you the impression that they're going with you, but they never signed a contract, they never gave you a deposit or anything. That again is against the rules. You have to have permission from the client before you can even post their vehicle, and brokers ignore that. And that is something that cannot be ignored. You absolutely positively cannot do that. If you do, that's one, you're messing up the whole process for that client who actually did choose a broker, and two, you're building this level of mistrust between even you and the car haulers. And then if it happens, because it's happened, like I said, so many times when I was a broker, what I would do is I'd call my client, and that's the first question I ask: did you double book? If they say no, actually I didn't, I said, well, and I tell them the company. I'd be like, well, company X, blah, 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 have your vehicle posted on there. And they're like, no. And then they go through and they tell me what exactly happened. I spoke to the company. I didn't agree to anything. I never signed anything. So I don't know why they posted. And then I explained to them the steps they need to take from there, which is, what you need to do is you need to call that company up. You need to let them know that they posted the vehicle and ask them to take it down immediately, because it's affecting the speed at which I can get your vehicle moved. And I explained to them again why that is so important. Again, like I said, this is stuff that you get inside Relo Academy, especially the first class package, because that's where I give you all these additional templates, calling scripts, email templates, the things that you can know to do, because a lot of you guys start in your business and you think you know what you need to do, but you have no idea what you're doing when it comes to running your business. And that's why I actually created the first class package, was to give those of you that want that extra, to make sure that all your bases are covered, you get that. I will leave the link to that, to Relo Academy below. But I talk about a little bit about, understanding what leads are. So if you're new to brokering, you have no idea what I'm talking about, who leads are, carriers, call haulers, how to get leads, all that stuff, like how do you go about buying them or why you need to buy them. I also have a program for you. It's a broker's crash course. And yeah, I'll leave that also below. But listen, guys, before you close out this screen, hear me out. As a new broker, your job is to secure that customer before you post a central dispatch. And if you do it right, you can even collect your deposit up front. Let me tell you, in Relo Academy, I talk about the different ways you can collect your deposit, but I am of the camp that collected my deposit up front. And the way I want you to think about it is this. When you go to the doctor's office, what do? I know, because I'm pregnant and I go to the doctor's office a lot. They collect that payment before I even see the doctor. They have to get their money before I even talk to the doctor. And that's my philosophy. And that's how I always ran all my businesses, including my broker business. I collected that money up front, and then I did the job. And also, it's twofold. It makes it easier. And I explain this to my customers. It makes it easier for you, because now you pay up front and you don't have to worry about anything else until later. And that makes the process more streamlined. It makes the process easier. They don't have to keep going back and forth with me. None of that. Ultimately, it's your business. You run it the way you want, but that's just how I suggest that you do it. And that's how I did it. And I've seen success with it. And I've never had anybody say to me, well, why are you collecting this money up front? Because as I said, I like to be proactive, not reactive. When you operate your business, your broker business, from a reactive point, you always put yourself in a defensive position, and it makes you look bad. It makes you look desperate. So I hope these tips in this video have been helpful for you, and helping you when you're converting leads, or as you embark on your journey to becoming a broker. Let this guide you so that way you do it the right way, because the whole point of me starting Relogeek or Relo Academy and all the stuff that I do and teaching you is because I saw a problem in the industry. I knew I couldn't change the people that have their set ways of doing things. So I said, let me change the people that are coming in. People like you, people that didn't have, like I did not have this when I was becoming a broker. So I had to learn things through trial and error. And I got a lot of it wrong, many nights crying because I got it wrong. It was very costly. It's no secret. I told you I spent over $15,000 trying to figure it all out. And I didn't want that for you guys. I don't want that for you. I don't want you to have to blow through $15,000 that probably maybe just, you might not have that. Like I was fortunate to have that. And it did not affect me one bit losing it. But that's why I created Relo Academy. That's why I do what I do now, to help you and to better the industry. Because if I can strengthen the relationship between broker and car haulers, and have car haulers trust brokers more and be more, like just have a better relationship altogether, then it's going to make the industry better. We're going to strengthen the industry, and everybody can have a piece of the pie and make money. It's not really that difficult if you do things the right way. And that's what my goal for Relo Academy, that's what my goal for this channel is just to guide you. I hope this video, like I said, has been helpful. If you know somebody that can use this information, guys, please share it. Share the love. Don't keep it for yourself. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like it. I'm Ashley from Relogeek.com. Now get out there and make moves happen the right way. I'll talk to you in the next video.